Where's the baby? I thought I heard the baby down here. Where is he? Cinnabon, you down here? Am I making a fool of myself? Oh, I thought for a moment I was gonna say you upstairs. What you doing, little boo? You wanna play down here? What do we got going on? We got some stuff down here, don't we? Oh, I'm really exhausted today, little boo. Sorry I didn't get to spend as much time as I normally do with you today. Today's been busy. Tomorrow's gonna be a busy day too. What you doing? What's the baby thinking about? Oh. Yeah. We're back to your little cardboard bakery. Speaking of, I don't know if it's really on the subject of baking. I was just talking to a friend about, and this has been a subject I've talked about before, but probably not in great detail. But yeah, why? And people, I guess from the New York area, and I suppose also the New England area, can explain, or maybe you just had it so good as far as what I'm about to talk about, you just don't know. But I grew up in Michigan, and the pizza here is not great, but I didn't really know that until I had pizza in New York, and yeah, a couple of years ago. And there's very few places here, even places that say they're New York style, that come close to it. If anything, they kind of remind you a little bit of it, but it's just so different. And there's like Detroit style, like deep dish. I think it's also Chicago style, which I don't really care for that much. There's decent pizza places, but still nothing compares to what I had in New York. You bite the pizza and you rip a piece off with your mouth or whatever, and the cheese doesn't pull off of the bread like it does here in New York. It's not even a thing there. It's almost like the cheese and the sauce and the bread are almost like mated to a way where it just doesn't happen. It's super good. Even just a plain cheese pizza is excellent. And in Las Vegas and Luxor, there's a New York style pizza place in the food area, which is a reminder of that, but it still falls short of New York pizza. It's also Nevada. But that's fairly close in the same realm. And also in Michigan, there's a place called Villa's. I think it's Villa's Pizza. I don't think it's Villa's. Villa's Pizza. That makes sense, I guess, in the mall food court. And I'm sure there's other locations. Come here, boo. I born the baby. Come here. I'm probably just talking too much and not playing enough. Is he going to go for it? And that place reminds me a little bit of it, too. In fact, when I first had New York pizza, I'm like, this tastes a little bit like Villa's Pizza, but so much better. And the pizza I had in New York was, I was told, like an 8 out of 10 by their standards. And they must have high standards because their pizza is incredible. And even watching Ninja Turtles, I think all of them, but part 2, they had pizza. It's movie pizza. I don't know if it's real, but it's like super cheesy and just super good. And I wonder if anyone has a good answer, because cooking is a process, and I'm pretty sure that all the implements they use to cook it in New York can be acquired in Michigan, and I'm sure that people obviously can have the skills. Like, it's just mind-blowing to me. I don't know if people here things do evolve, and you're separated from other areas and change and kind of become reflective of different cultures. But I've been to places that are owned and run by Italians in Michigan that still, I don't know, they just lose touch, but it's just not the same. And there's places local to me which are a lot. It's weird because some people would totally disagree. Like, I'm going to throw Jet's Pizza under the bus, but it's just terrible. It's like a deep dish, cut it in squares. I know some people love it. I can't stand it. I've had, every once in a while, it'll be acceptable. It's suitable. It's edible matter, but it's nothing compared to the New York style. So, and those are fast food bad examples, I guess. But even the mom and pop pizza places around here is just either super greasy, or it's just nasty. You take a bite out of it, all the cheese falls off, slaps you on the chin. You ended up with a bread soaked with tomato sauce. So I don't know. Just why is that? It's just crazy. I mean, there's a lot of good reasons to enjoy the Midwest, but pizza is not one of them. But yeah, it's almost worth going to New York just to have the pizza and going home. There's obviously other reasons, but whoa. I'm sure there's people that have that luxury. A little private jet, grab some pizza, bring it back home. It's still warm. Just teasing, but I don't. Maybe just people don't care, or maybe it's too expensive. Maybe they just don't have the right ingredients. What's the expression? The logistics. I don't know. Maybe it's just too expensive here, and people just don't care enough. But I swear, if you opened up a place an 8 or a 9 out of 10 by New York standards place in Michigan. And if your prices were okay, even a little high, you would do amazingly well. Seriously, maybe, yeah, maybe that's what I should do. But no, see, I couldn't because I don't have that New York pizza experience. You have to have somebody that really knows what they're doing, knows exactly what to get, how to make it, all that stuff. I mean, I'm sure you could teach somebody, and I'm thinking of Breaking Bad now, a different type of cooking, but yeah, it's a process. So why can't they duplicate that process in Michigan? Maybe people just don't care. They're just so used to average at best pizza. I don't know. And people will, like at work or wherever, will rave about a particular pizza place, and I'll have it. I'm like, this is terrible. And I might have thought it was okay, or probably would have maybe even liked it before I had New York pizza. It's one of those things where it's incredible, but if you don't have it often, it's kind of sad knowing that you're kind of missing out. And I've looked into this. I've Googled it and various things in Reddit and stuff, and a lot of people agree. They say like Rhode Island, New Jersey, New York, Connecticut, Pennsylvania, great pizza because it's all kind of regional, in general. And then as you stray from that, it just gets worse. So I know it's kind of fun to ramble. It's pizza, right? But people get passionate about pizza. I certainly can. Also, margarita pizzas around here. I don't really like tomatoes, which is crazy. I can handle it in like a sauce, but margarita pizzas where they have the sliced tomatoes inside of them. That I don't like that aspect of it because I don't like tomatoes, but margarita pizza kind of has that New York taste too. At least the ones I've had. But yeah, there's a few places around here. I mentioned Villa's Pizza. There's a place called Mirth in Ada, Michigan. That's not too terribly far from here. They have excellent pizza too. And it is an expensive city. Ada is known for being a little bougie. So it's a perfect place for it. That place has been around for a couple years now. So that's basically the closest I've had to New York style. And I think they make it in like a brick oven or something like that too. So that maybe that's the secret. I don't know. But anywho, it's just my ramblings. But yeah, I'd be curious to see read what people's thoughts are on that. Maybe I'm just the crazy one, but yeah, I don't know. I think I've had New York pizza 2 or 3 times. And even like the pizza place it wasn't gas station pizza, it was like a small pizza place in a strip mall. That was really good. Like that pizza blew anything away in Michigan. And by New York standards, that was probably a 6 or a 7 out of 10. But by Michigan standards, it was incredible. Okay, I've rambled enough. I'm sorry, little boo. I'm done. No more pizza talk for now. Have to wait until tomorrow. You comfy little boo? You ready to go night night? Okay. You keep an eye outside for Daddy. Well, I appreciate that, little boo. You're a little guard kitty, aren't you? Mm-hmm. All right. Night night, little boo. Uh-oh, little boo. We got a possum visitor out there. They're friends, though. Yeah. Friends of the forest. They're cleaning up her table scraps. You definitely have to keep an eye out on things. It's very observant, aren't you, little boo?